Most men think being a virgin is a problem. They think it means they're behind their friends, behind society, behind everyone else. So they rush, they chase validation, attention, and quick pleasure. But what if the exact thing you think is holding you back is actually protecting your future? Because the truth is, some of the most successful men in the world built their discipline during the years when everyone else was distracted. And if you're willing to understand why, you might realize that this stage of your life isn't a disadvantage. It's an opportunity. Lesson 1. The pressure to rush. From a young age, men are taught a very simple message. Your value is tied to your sexual success. Movies glorify it. Friends talk about it constantly. Social media turns it into a competition. So naturally, many young men start believing something dangerous. They believe life only really begins after they've lost it. But when you step back and think about it, that belief makes absolutely no sense. Because the years when you're young are supposed to be the years where you build the foundation of your life, your habits, your discipline, your mindset. Yet many people spend those exact years chasing something temporary. And when you spend your time chasing validation, you slowly lose the time that could have been used building something meaningful. Lesson 2. Energy is limited. There's something most people don't talk about. Every man has a limited amount of mental energy each day. Where that energy goes determines the direction of his life. When someone constantly focuses on short-term pleasure, their attention slowly gets pulled away from long-term goals. Late nights, endless distractions, constant emotional ups and downs. These things might seem small, but over time, they steal focus. Focus that could have gone into learning new skills, improving your health, building discipline, or creating opportunities for your future. When your attention is scattered, your progress becomes slow. But when your attention is controlled, progress starts accelerating. Lesson 3. Delayed gratification. There's a reason discipline is so powerful. It teaches you one of the rarest skills in modern life. Delayed gratification. The ability to sacrifice something small today for something far greater tomorrow. This is the exact mindset that separates people who drift through life from people who eventually build something meaningful. It's not about suppressing your desires forever. It's about learning how to control them. Because when you control your impulses stop controlling you. And that's when real freedom begins. Lesson 4. The power of focus. Think about how many young men spend their time constantly thinking about relationships, constantly chasing attention, constantly wondering what others think about them. Now imagine what could happen if that same energy was redirected into learning, into building, into improving. A few years of focused effort can completely change the trajectory of your life. Skills compound, knowledge compounds, confidence compounds, and the people who invest in themselves early often end up years ahead later. Not because they were smarter, but because they stayed focused when everyone else was distracted. Lesson 5. The irony of attraction. Here's something many men eventually realize. The more you chase validation, the more it seems to slip away. But when a man becomes focused on building his own life, something interesting happens. People start noticing. Confidence grows naturally. Purpose becomes visible. And suddenly, the very attention that once felt impossible to get starts appearing without force. Because real attraction often comes from direction. And direction is rare, So, if you're a young man who hasn't had sex yet, stop seeing it as proof that you're behind. Because the truth is, you might simply be in one of the most powerful stages of your life. A stage where your time is still yours. Your energy is still yours. Your focus hasn't been scattered across 100 distractions. And if you use that time wisely, if you build discipline, if you build purpose, if you build yourself, then one day you might look back and realize something. You were never behind. You were just preparing